Alrighty, y'all, it's day 122 trying to be your president. So we are pulling our troops out of a base in Qatar in fear of retaliatory strikes from Iran. Something that I need to remind everybody is even when we had these retaliatory strikes from Iran, they send a whole lot more to Israel. I think if Iran does a preemptive strike that they've warned, and that preemptive strike is not in Qatar, because just like a few years ago they hit Jordan too. If it's not in Qatar, I think it's going to be a huge deal. It already will be a surprise if they do a preemptive strike, but if it's a preemptive strike on an empty base, it just doesn't have the same bite. But if they surprise us with the location, I think even if it's a retaliatory strike, but the location is what's surprising, I think it will be a big sign. And certainly if it's a preemptive strike in a surprise location, we're going to really have to have a huge response, because that is very surprising. I think it does show that they kind of want to poke the bear if they have preemptive strikes in somewhere outside of Qatar. Now, if they just retaliatory strike to the base in Qatar, and that's what happened after we did the kind of struck their nuclear capabilities and sent them back a little bit about 6 months ago. When they retaliated, they sent a whole bunch to us, a little bit to us, but a whole bunch to Israel. And we just kind of let it go because they didn't really do a whole lot. So if that happens, I think we may have the same kind of response, or at least something similar, maybe a little bit more from this president. But I don't think that it will be the same reaction if we have a preemptive strike or if the location is a surprise. And if the location is a surprise, I definitely think that we'll have a much greater response, and we should. If they want to just kind of lash out a little bit, I think the president may give him some leash there, but they cannot be doing preemptive strikes, especially in places that have that aren't evacuated. Like if they send it to the Qatari base, then that's one thing. But if they strike somewhere where it hurts, we gotta have a response there. But all right, love y'all.